Yo, what's up, family? Hope everybody having a good day. Coming on here to give you guys a recap of Week 19, focus on friendships. This was a really great discussion that we just had. Just wrapped it up, jumping on here with y'all to give y'all the recap. Man, friendships is so important, and I love one thing. I have two of my good childhood friends that I grew up with. Knew one since I was 6 years old, other one since I was in like fourth grade, fifth grade. And just to have these two brothers on, have this conversation, and some other people that were on the call, it ended up turning to like a bromance because we just really started to talk about that. And one of the things, as I was writing this, was talking about the friendships that God has blessed me with. And so, first starting on when God blesses us with friends and people that we call our brothers and our sisters, right? It's two type of friends. You have friends that are there for a season or seasonal, or you have lifetime friends. And for me, I've been blessed to have both. I have people who God have placed in my life at appointed times to help me in that season, whether that was college, high school, co-workers that became friends outside of work, that have helped me become the man that God has called me to be, and just helping to round me, make me a well-rounded individual. But then I also have those lifetime friends. I'm talking about people that I've known from the beginning to now, where our conversation has changed throughout that time, from being teenagers to preteen to college to now being fathers, husbands. That conversation has evolved, and that's what I love about it. But one thing that has stayed common in those lifetime friends is the foundation of God. And so that's a beautiful thing to me, because I feel like as you get older and you get to that stage of being married, having kids, or even just getting older, like, it's certain friends you dwindle out because we don't even think the same no more. Because if you haven't evolved the way that I have evolved, then now we don't have that commonality. So if we would have commonality because, we were smoking together, or we was drinking together, or we was going out partying together, and I don't do that anymore, but you still do that, we're gonna bump heads, because what you want to do on the weekends is not the same thing I want to do, or after work or whatever. You don't prioritize your time the way I do. Not saying one is better than another, but if we know that we're followers of God, we know that those things are not helping us and edifying us to get closer to God. But when you have those friends who are lifetime friends, and the common denominator throughout those years is God, and it continues to evolve and grow as far as our responsibilities and following the commands of God, and how can I start incorporating God more, that shows the value, the ROI, the return of investment of that friendship. And I think that's a big thing that we have to do with all of the different relationships that we have in life. What is the return of investment? Am I just pouring into this person and they're not pouring nothing back into me? Those are not the relationships that you want to have. Not saying that you can't have those friendships, because God calls us to be able to help other people to do those things. But what I'm saying is, the people who are really close to you, those people, they should, as you pour in them, they should be pouring back in you. It's like it should be constant back and forth, because we feed off each other. Iron sharpens iron. That's in the Bible. So if I'm sharpening you, you should be sharpening me too, with our conversation, with our actions, with our goals, with the things that we're doing every day in our life. We should be sharpening each other to go in the direction that's going closer towards God as our number one priority. And so that's why I think that was so powerful for us to have that conversation today, because I was able to have that conversation with my friends. Like, I remember someone brought it up on the call, one of my good friends. He was like, I remember back then we talk about 90% basketball and 10% God. But now it's like, as we got older, it's 90% God, and then 10% is, the breakup of the extracurricular, the sports, and, the family and all that. But the majority of what we're talking about now is God, because as we evolve, our mindset, our thinking, our conversations are now evolved around God. So that allows us to not only be better in our walk with God, but be better men of God. Then now we're able to go back to our circles, because now we all live in different states. But even if you live in the same state with your friends, you now can have your own community. So now when I go to have this community at work or community at the gym, I need to make sure these people is meeting the bar. Like, if you don't have a relationship with God, I'm really not trying to add you new into my life, because I already got time allotted for every other thing, so I can help you. But if you're not taking the help and you're not taking where I'm trying to go, I can only give you so much. Sometimes in life, we have to be okay with just planting the seed and someone else coming to water it, someone else to tend to the garden. And that's okay. Sometimes it depends on what part you are in your life with helping that person or those people in your life. Just do what you can do, and then God already going to send other people, just like He sent for us to help us in those seasonal time periods, the lifetime friends. He'll send those people to help those other people. So that was what we talked about in regards to friendships and the importance of having friendships and good friendships and what they look like and how to value those. But the other thing that we talked about was this right here. So this was a statement that I said in the book. A true friend is a common denominator in our highest and our lowest moments of life. And I feel like that's so important because if you look at it, when you're at your highest point, maybe you get a promotion, you just got that job that you wanted, or you just got married, or you just had children. The people who send you a text or give you a call and say, "Hey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, my sister." Da 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 da. You remember that because that's your high moment. So you hold those people to that moment. But it's easier for people that's around you to holler at you when you're at the high. But when you on the low moments, when you're in those moments where you're depressed, you feel, isolated, you feel like things are just not going the right way, you in that waiting period. As we talked about on other weeks, that waiting period where you waited for God to come through for that blessing, and you just feel like, I've been praying, but it ain't coming. And I just feel like, where is it? You know what I'm saying? But it's in those moments, those people who contact you during those moments, those are real friends. You know what I mean? Because, okay, maybe they might have missed it at high moment, but they checking on you when you down. That's a good friend. But it's even better friend, a lifetime friend, when they do it on both sides of the spectrum. Both sides of the spectrum. When they know, hey, when you high, bro, I'm going to be there. Sis, I'm going to be there. Or when you on the low, I'm going to be there. I'm not going nowhere. This is a lifetime thing that we have. You're going to be there for me. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for your kids. Be there for my kids. We're going to be there for your marriage. You're going to be there for my marriage. And vice versa. It's just going to continuously be there because we have to hold each other accountable. We have to be each other's encouragement because, again, a true friend is the common denominator of our highest and lowest moments. They're going to be there regardless. And so that's what we talked about this week. Again, just having the importance of friends. So my thing that I encourage you and I send to you is, one, send this video to one of your true friends. If someone has came up as we're talking about this right now, and leave that comment. If it's something that spoke to you, leave your comments because you never know how that's going to affect somebody else that come by and watch the video and see your comment. But then also, too, take it a step further. Send this video to one of your friends. It might be somebody that you have from the sandbox to now that you just yo, this is my lifetime friend. Boom. Send that to them. Or maybe you just got a new friend. You want to send that video to them. Hey, man, this type of friendship that I want. I want God to be in the center. I want Him to be in the center. And I want us to have our goals and purpose built off of God. So now if we have it off that, we know that we're going in the right direction. And we have the accountability of God in our heart through our relationship with Him. But then now I'm holding you accountable too. Hey, bro, you told me you want to open up your business, but you spending your money going out every weekend. What's going on? With a place of love. Let's talk about this with love. And that's how we hold each other accountable so we can make sure that we're going the right steps, doing the right things to make sure that we're aligned with God, number one, and the purpose that He has over our lives. So I hope that this has been a blessing for you guys. It was great for me having this conversation, talking about friends, makes me reflect and just say how thankful I am for God for placing these men and women in my life that allow me to be the man that I am today. I'm really thankful for that. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope that y'all have a great week. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I hope that y'all have a great week. To God be the glory.